How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is going to be going over the best abilities to activate an NHL 25 HUT. So just kind of the ones, obviously, it's not as easy to activate a lot of abilities this year, so you got to have to choose wisely. So I'm going to tell you guys, these are the ones that I think you really should consider. I'll probably just kind of generally go over. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Let's hop into the video right now. So you have a bunch of different abilities here, and you got to really keep in mind the meta of the game as well, right? So one of the best ones I'd say right now, definitely if it's a guy you have on your first line or if you have him on defense and they have this, you're definitely going to want to activate 1T. 1T is incredibly good. I'm sure that Ovechkin 85 is insane with 1T. I actually use this Mark Scheifele card, but with how ridiculous, green one-timers are, yeah, it's definitely something to consider activating, guys. He's got goal 1T, which of course is exceptional power and accuracy on one-timers, and one-timers in general are already just broken. So factor in gold one-timer, which gives you like an extra animation, plus the green one-timer animation. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of success, I would say, with the 1Ts. So definitely, I think 1T is one of the best abilities you can activate in NHL 25 HUT. I feel like it has to be activated if it's a guy on your first line or first defensive pair, because it's just that good. Next up, we have Wheels, guys. Wheels is very not common. I mean, there's not many players that have Wheels right now. I can't really think of many here. It's only Kyrou that has silver Wheels, Madano. You have Marlo Hutcham's card, of course, as well, but guys, Wheels is very good. I mean, it's very worth activating, especially gold, but obviously not many cards have gold Wheels, if any, except for maybe a hologram or something. And McDavid, of course, X Factor. But Wheels are so good always, especially this year, because not many cards actually are that fast. So having the ability Wheels can really make a huge difference, and actually, to me, is one of the best abilities for sure. Honestly, the first few abilities I'm saying are kind of my top three. So 1T, I think, is definitely up there. Wheels as well, I think, has to be. But yeah, I mean, Wheels is very good. It just is. Any skating ability is typically a good one for the most part. So to me, Wheels is definitely one I would activate. Elite Edges as well. That's another one. If you do get a card with Elite Edges, gold, silver, whatever it may be, you definitely want to activate that. Also, I really do believe Elite Edges is right up there with Wheels, honestly. I wouldn't say it's as good, but it's definitely very good. Of course, it's advanced maneuverability with the ability to turn tight corners or attaining high speed. It's always active as well. So to me, it's always amazing to have Elite Edges active. I always notice it on my players, especially honestly, defensemen feel really good with Elite Edges. I feel like that's always been something that I've noticed. That's why I think Kale McCarr, cover athlete, has it, which I use. So say, guys, Elite Edges is something you really got to consider activating if you have the option to do that. To me, it's just definitely one of the best ones. Stick them up, obviously. No cards on the auction house that has that, but definitely there are cards that do. And yes, Stick them up is certainly a one you're going to want to activate. The more cards that come out, I would say, it's always a solid defensive ability, and defensive abilities are very important, I feel. So I mean, you definitely would consider Stick 'em Up as a great option, I think. And I mean, because a lot of things, there's just not that many cards that have abilities, right? So especially when more cards start getting abilities, you definitely want to take advantage and use, defensive abilities, especially like Stick 'em Up. I think that would be a really strong one to consider. Shutdown is another one that's really good too. Not many cards have it, as you can see right now. It's only Charlie McAvoy on the auction house, at least. But gold Shutdown is always crazy useful and good. For sure, one of my favorite abilities to use. Exceptional accuracy when poke checking, so it helps you with your poke checking. At speed and rush situations, it greatly improves shot blocking and hitting strength while defending against rush chances. I mean, it just does everything you could possibly ask for. So I would say that definitely Shutdown is one of my favorite abilities. And honestly, guys, silver is good too. You know what I mean? Silver is good too. It's not like it's just gold Shutdown that's good. So either one, I feel like you really would really be useful to have active if you do have an opportunity to activate Shutdown, silver or gold. Next up, we have Truculent, which I'm not sure if anyone has Truculent on the auction house, but yeah, there's Kachuk, actually, funny enough. This is more of something that I feel like you're gonna want to have active on defensemen. Defensemen typically is really what you want to see when it comes to these, this ability, right, Truculence. But I would say that it still can be good for forwards as well. It depends what kind of brand you play of hockey, as funny as that sounds. I really think that, Truculence, you can go around just crushing people. Even if you're if you're a forward, you could still have a lot of fun with it. I would definitely say, I wouldn't say it's my first ability that I would activate, but if you have a defenseman and they're like a high tier one, I would definitely activate Truculence, right? It would make no sense to not. I feel like Truculence is that good, especially, hitting is not that good this year, so you kind of need every extra advantage to hit, and I think Truculence certainly gives you that extra, sort of push, I guess, to, have more success with it. Next up was Born Leader, guys. It's funny, Born Leader is just wait, that's got to be a glitch. What? This has to be a glitch, right? Yeah, what am I seeing? It's not... Okay, hold on. 13,000 on the auction house, but every page is Ambrule. What is happening? Auction house is glitched. But anyway, Born Leader, guys, is very good as well. Gold or silver, because Born Leader can help so much, right? So Born Leader wasn't always as good either, because I think when it was first introduced in NHL 22, Born Leader didn't have the ability to, kind of work with, big hits or block shots. So that's a very nice thing to have as well. But basically, every time you score a goal with the card, your whole lines get, just re-energized, which is really important, I think, especially later in games, right? Like, it's like, say you're down a goal, say you're down 2 goals and you score a goal with 10 minutes left. It's essentially a timeout, a free timeout there. And that to me is a huge advantage to having, an ability that can do that for you. I mean, just giving you, again, basically a free timeout without having to pause the game and actually use your timeout. I think that's very important. And yeah, I mean, I think it's very useful, Born Leader. If you definitely have an opportunity to activate it, I would activate it. I really would. And another thing about abilities, guys, in general, I really wouldn't be activating abilities on, honestly, on anything towards your 3rd to 4th line or your even 2nd pair to 3rd pair, because there's just such a limited amount of AP they've given us so far that I really wouldn't be, going too crazy putting it on, lines that aren't going to play as much. I think that just would be kind of not as effective. So for me, Born Leader is definitely a top tier one as well. Let's move on to the last one. We got Unstoppable Force. Yager has it. He's one of the, cards you guys can kind of get right now if you make him untradeable. But Unstoppable Force is always a top tier one, and I think it might even be more effective this year because hitting is very difficult. You can try to hit somebody, and especially say you have a player that doesn't have a lot of energy and they're trying to hit Unstoppable Force, it's just not going to happen. I mean, it's just not going to happen, especially against someone like Yager, who's 6'3", 254. Unstoppable Force is pretty much unstoppable, no pun intended, right? But exceptional strength with the puck and greatly increased ability to hold on to the puck when off balance. So yeah, pretty much it's like a cheat code, low-key, to have Unstoppable Force. I mean, especially on a card that's really, good size, right? And Yager obviously does have that. So Unstoppable Force is certainly one of the ones I would definitely consider activating as well. I mean, all these abilities that I mentioned in this video are good abilities to activate. You just got to pick and choose, because again, we only have, what, 6 AP, 8 AP? It's not a very high amount of AP limit right now, but I would say, for me, 1T is probably the most important one, because, I mean, we all know how one-time, well, I don't know, it depends. It obviously can give you that extra, I guess, push on the shop, but Wheels is really good too. Elite Edges, and then Unstoppable Force to me are kind of the main ones I would really say, like, are my favorite abilities, at least. So in the end, guys, I mean, I'm a big fan of all these abilities. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'm here to help you guys. Guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day. If you have any other content you want me to make, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.